have we got a treat for you today on Nashua ETV, and whenever you're watching this replay, I'm Tom King along with Rich McDonough. Rivier University women's hockey against Anna Maria, the second game of a home-and-home. Rivier won the other night, or last night, Friday night of this weekend, with an overtime 2-1 win and a Brianna Paxson goal. Rich McDonough?
Yeah.
College hockey is fun. I've done a couple of these games. It's very good. It's a lot different than high school hockey.
Sure.
And the women's game is very competitive.
Absolutely, yeah. I had a pleasure to call a college game a couple weekends ago, and the atmosphere it takes a different level. You know, it's a lot of fun. We got SID in the house. We got stats being fed to us, and there's a lot on the line. You know, that they're jockeying for position for the conference tournament. Yeah,
right. The conference tournament in 2 weekends,
and
exactly.
After that OT win last night,
the Raiders got to 500, I believe, right?
Yeah,
9-9-3.
Yeah,
but of course,
yep.
It wouldn't be Rivier these last couple of years without some kind of controversy. And Chris Sarnata, their head coach, was dismissed just over a week ago, 10 days ago, for some apparent inner turmoil in the program that their administration felt they could not go through any longer with 6 games left in the regular season.
Difficult. Very difficult.
Well,
that said, they've won 5 of 6.
5 of 6, but not since that dismissal. 2 out of 3 since the dismissal.
Right.
The thing is, they pulled 3 coaches off their sports. They pulled Noelle Sass off softball. They pulled off the women's lacrosse coach. Their seasons, their practices have already begun. And they also pulled away the field hockey coach. Sass is the interim head coach. Murphy is the lone assistant that remains. 2 other assistants were let go along with Zarnata.
Right?
That is a big deal.
It's huge.
And the women evidently responded that night. The next night they won a 2-1 game in overtime, and then they did the same thing last night, winning another overtime game.
Yeah, on a Paxson goal. Well, bravo.
But watch out, they didn't respond the next day. Last Saturday, after beating Worcester State on the road, they lost to them here 7-0.
Right.
I don't expect that to happen today.
No, these 2 teams know each other, evenly matched. This is their 4th tilt of the year, and they're feeling each other out right now as we're already almost a minute and a half into the first period.
And again, college hockey, it is 20 minutes. We've done a lot of high school hockey on ETV.
Tons.
It's our first college hockey game that we've ever done. 20-minute periods, 3 periods, and then there is a sudden death 3-on-3 overtime. I believe it's 3-on-3.
Yeah,
that they have.
Well, I'll tell you, Megan Tegetoff got the start today in the cage for the Amcats, and she makes a freeze and squeeze early on. She's a freshman. They have a really good goaltender who has been carrying the burden for them.
Rachel Sims.
Sam Cahill.
Okay, them. Yes,
Yeah,
Rivier's
she's been terrific.
Rivier. Let's see who's in goal today for Rivier. Looks like it is Rachel Hinckley in goal, number 30.
And she's got a .972 save percentage. As a lacrosse goalie myself.
Right.
I pay attention to these things. That's getting it done, Tom.
They've got 4 goalies on the roster. Rachel Sims has played a lot of their games as well in goal.
But Hinckley has a 1 goal against average for the season. That's pretty darn good.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. Anyway, they've got high quality in the cage, and that was one of my keys to the game, was get your good goaltending, keep your balanced scoring and balanced assists. Lots of assists. Don't play hero ball, and they'll come out of here. Rivier's happy
until it's 3-on-3 when it's basically open ice. And if that happens.
Well, I'm a Capitals fan, and whenever they went 3-on-3 with Ovi out there.
Oh, my goodness.
When he could skate.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're at 17:51. Rich McDonough, Tom King here. Rivier goes and chases far corner. But giving chase for the Amcats out there is number 12. That's August Otto.
Love that nickname.
Oh, I love it. Love it. And this one goes down the entire Conway sheet. And good chase to the corner there by Jess Driscoll. Oh, and a big centering pass. Couldn't make that one happen. Was Rumps. She's one of the good team leaders here.
It's the one thing you want to prevent in women's hockey is the breakaways, because don't forget there's no checking in the women's game.
Right.
So the games tend to go a little quicker because of the lack of penalty time. But, of course, I'll say that, and we'll probably set a record for penalty minutes today. Who knows?
All right, Grace Arsenault gives it up in the corner, and finding it there's Rumps again, but loses it. And the AmCats get the puck back. They're trying to get it out of their defensive zone.
Nice steal in the zone. That's
great job. Good hustle.
Turnovers can really play a big key in the women's game, even the men's game as well.
Oh, and Parent gives an unfriendly shove. Not the city of brotherly shove there, but
I'll tell you what, though, I'm looking across the bench. It looks like there's about as many coaches on the bench as there are players. My goodness.
Yeah, there's a lot of gray.
They left this team in good hands. I will say the administration did a good job of that.
All right.
They made sure that this team had plenty of coaching help to get through the rest of the season.
Yeah. Well, it's impressive. I played college lacrosse, Tom, as we discussed, and the great thing about our teams was we had stability, and I can't imagine how the players reacted, but clearly they've rallied, and their coaching by committee is having a good effect on them, and more power to them.
It wasn't just a one-day sudden thing. They had worked with the other coaches for 2 or 3 practices, from what I understand, before the decision was made final. So they knew that there was probably going to be a change, and they were without Zarnata for that period of time. So everything was done in steps.
Well, sometimes you got to make the changes, and it's happened, and the ladies have really risen to the occasion.
Well,
this
has been a good year for them.
Yeah.
You know, they have really made the progress. The question now is, will they continue to make that progress in the next couple of years, hiring a new coach and getting the recruits? I've heard a couple of things on the recruiting trail that, there's a centering pass and almost a post shot, but I think it was covered by Hinckley.
Blaney, who's one of their scoring leaders.
Oh, yeah.
Fired that one in.
Saved by Hinckley again. Rich McDonough, I am going to let you handle the play-by-play as I go down and try to get some of the still photos.
All right, you do. But it's good to hit that reset switch with so many changes with our teams here. And, Riv is, as we were just saying, though, Tom, more power to them. They're taking it.
The one thing they've also done is anytime they've made a coaching change, whether it be off-season or whenever, the people they have brought in have been very, very good.
Well, that's great. It's a good place to teach.
They are establishing what they want. They want to get assistants or head coaches from winning programs to get these programs winning and get them moving. Hockey is now obviously in its infancy, semi-infancy. This is only its 3rd year.
Old, yeah. All right, Tom's going to go down and do his best for the Telegraph and for all Nashua sports, all New Hampshire sports. That's why we call him TKPD, Tom King. Rich McDonough, we're at 14 minutes remaining in the first period here. No score between pretty evenly matched teams who know each other well. Again, this is their 3rd tilt of the season. They had a tie. Rivier lost 3-0, and then they won that 2-1 OT game last night on enemy ice. So this is the hockey version of a rubber match, the 4th game, and we'll see who comes out with it. All right, but coming out with it for Riv in the corner there, that was Reed. And keeping it in. Nice job getting out on the loose by Hurley. She gets it to her left side, overtaken there quickly by August Otto. Jackson Hole, Wyoming product for the AmCats. And bringing it up the half wall there. And nice job keeping it in there by, Parent. We've got a little discrepancy in the rosters here, so we'll do our best for you, folks. Anyway, welcome to Conway, where Rivier is hosting Anna Maria College. The AmCats. And we're under 13 remaining in the first, no score, as we get fresh legs on for both squads. And this one escapes, gets north of the blue line, handled there by Anger. She's one of our team leaders there. She gets it in on goal, steered aside. But Riv keeps it inside. Goes all the way to the corner, and getting there first was Picardi. And coming up with it there is McKelvey. She leads, she's tied for the team leads in goal with 6. They have 3 of their players do the Raiders with 6 goals apiece. And that's what I was saying about balanced scoring. You want balanced scoring, balanced assists. Don't want to lean on any one person, and they do. They haven't all season, and that'll be the key to their victory. Getting the freeze and the squeeze there in the goal was Megan Tigatoff. She's a freshman from Sioux City, South Dakota. Say that one 10 times. Plays for the Madison Capitals Club. 12-15, and she will see the drop to her right, far side of our camera. Dylan Smith doing the honors today, my man. Always fun to do a game with Dylan. Oh, good centering pass, but whiffing on it there was McDonald, and it goes to the left corner where Riv gives chase, and backhanding it across and behind the goal. Rivier comes up with a good diagonal pass north of the goal, and that finds it in Driscoll, and she tries to get it in, and she gets off the ice as she sends her colleagues to do a little bit of a dump and chase, and now it's in the checking zone, frozen up. Again, we're not bodying each other's up, and there's a tripping call coming. Ref's hands are up, and Riv will go down and have to get on its penalty kill. And looking at taking that penalty there was Rumps. Yep, it's a tripping call, and she'll go to the bin for 2 minutes, and Riv goes on the PK. Their PK is about 86% for the season, slightly lower in conference play, so that's one thing they got to watch out. Just hold steady, hold serve, and the MCats win the draw. Good job with the check there. Good help by number 5, that's Parent, and she gets back, and now it gets behind the ice, behind the cage, as Rachel Sims has a look. Gets the corner. Finally, the MCats are able to settle. They work the far side boards and back to the corner, doing a little mini cycle there and getting it to the point. Here comes an entry. Nothing doing. Good job blocking that puck by Molly Hurley. And good job. Great hustle by Parent. That just chews clock, folks. And now coming up with it there is number 8. That's Reed, and she gets it to corner. And again, every time they do that, folks, they chew up 20, 30 seconds of PK time. Good job by the Raiders. All right, a little bit of an entry pass, gloved down and gloved up by Sims. Good job getting it into the slot there by Abby Vigliotti, my bad. I should know better than that. I'm married to a Lorenzano. Anyway, 10:36, we're going to have another drop, this time to Sims's right, which is our camera's left. All right, good job by Riv. Can't get it out, though. Ably kept inside along the half board there by the MCats. And getting to the top of the point there is Nolan. She dishes it out to her left. Can't set up shop in the office there is Becker. Becker's one of their leaders for the MCats as well. Good job getting it outside by Hallie. And it does go north of the blue, goes into the neutral zone. And great chase there by Picardi. Just chewing clock, folks. Already a minute and a half has been killed off by Riv, and they've gotten one shot on goal, and that was a pretty slow roller as well. All right, it's kind of hung up in the neutral zone there. MCats get it out, and careering down the ice here is number 27, that's Olympia Myers. She backhands it, gets it north of the half wall, and back over. Good diagonal pass, finds the blade of Julia Ballinger from Newport, Vermont, and she backs out and gets it to corner. Freezing it up in the far corner there is Jillian Hallie, and she draws a couple of forwards there, and good job lifting the puck and getting it way, way down the ice there was Holly Duxer. And at 9:27, penalty is over, folks. Good PK. First time to the special teams go Rivier Raiders, and it's still 0-0, but the puck's coming all the way back down the ice after that icing call. Duxer used about 190 feet of the 200 feet here at Conway. All right, and Sims will see the drop to her left, banging it out across underneath the blue line. Sims steers that one to the corner. Nice job by her. And it comes outside, getting it up along the dasher boards. Here comes Riviere. They dump it in, get some fresh legs on the front line. Giving chase there for the Raiders is Hurley again. She's made her presence felt already several times in this early going. Again, we're at 9 minutes remaining in the first period here. Scoreless at 0-0 at Conway Arena. Riviere and the visiting MCats from Anna Maria College. And now the MCats, little centering pass goes all the way down the slot and finds Sims's pads. And this time they get it out, and it does cross a hole. Across every line in the barn here. Waved off, of course, and steered aside by Tegetov. Good job by Riv getting it in the corner. trying to get a backside pass. Ricochets off Tikatov's blade there and rolls harmlessly to the left. Good job there by Driscoll to get it back into the zone while we get some fresh legs. Amcats miss long, and it goes all the way back down into the Riv defensive zone. 8:10 on the clock in the first period here. 0-0 scoreless here at Conway. Nice carrying the puck there. Hard, good skating there by that's Kayla Young. Lots of youth on this team, lots of freshmen, sophomore. Only one senior on senior night here, and that would be McCatton. They honored her to start. Good job getting it to the pads. There was Nolan, and she skates back out into the zone. Good save there by Sims. And the Cats bang it all the way into the far corner. Well, they get a little line change going on. Up the half wall it comes. And good job firing it out of the neutral zone, but collecting it and off sides of the Cats. They could not get back. Trying in vain was Myers out there. Just had one boot left behind the blue line. And at 7:26, we're going to have a face-off just outside said blue line. Nearest our camera, Dylan Smith on the action there. Tom King down doing what he does best, which is doing everything for Nashua Telegraph and for all New Hampshire sports. All right, Riv has the possession, gets it outside the blue, but dumping it in back. Nice job is Tessa Henry. She's got all kinds of stats in the books, leading in so many aspects. She's all in the top 3 in scoring, assists, you name it, in conference play, and a very, very valuable player for the MCats. Good job by Riv getting the squeeze and taking the puck away. And off to the races come the Raiders and knuckling it down the ice. And onto the goalie Tigatov's blade. Puck exits the zone and goes all the way down the ice, giving chase out there. That's Duxcherer again. Talk about leading in a bunch of categories. She is an excellent player for the Raiders. Good pass by Duxcherer all the way down, finding the blade of Hurley again. And she ricochets it around behind. Hurley almost has a chance as that goal mouth was staring right at her, and she backhands it out. Stays inside the blue line. Good job keeping it in there by Duxcherer. She, after that great outlet pass and a little bit of a tie-up on the far side of the ice. That one comes bouncing across the goal mouth, and Tigatov has to steer that one aside and watch it sail all the way down the ice where it becomes an icing. 5:58, and we'll have the drop in the Amcats zone. All right, 5:58, like I just said, Rich McDonough, Tom King is obscure at the moment. There he is. He's taking pictures down below. There's Tom, right up against the action there. Grab the Telegraph tomorrow morning. You probably see that one. As long as he doesn't get me in the picture, I'm just fine with that. Good centering action there, and missing the goal though by the backside there, and getting a little love tap was Picardi. Defender was none too impressed with being crowded out and backed into the crease there by Picardi. But good job both ways. All right, Riv chases it down in its own zone and getting it out and getting it up the ice now is Duxcherer. All right, that one sails high and fast and hits the blocker of Tigatov. And 5:23, and she'll see yet another drop, this time to her right. Knotted up at zeros right now after a 2-1 win in overtime last night on the strength of a Paxson goal. With about 12 seconds, I think, was all that was remaining in that overtime. Great job by Riv to finish that one out. But here comes Blaney. She zings it in off the pads of Sims, and Sims has to lean left and get to the ice in a hurry to freeze that one. And this time she'll see it to her left. 5:13 and counting. Again, no score. We were treated to an awesome national anthem performance. Felt like I was at Woodstock. Screaming guitars. Great job there. All right, Amcats win this draw, and they try to keep it in and do so. But Riv, nice job hitting the puck and getting rid of it and getting it on the Dasher boys. That can't get that diagonal pass out of the zone, and it goes instead to to number 4. That's Ballinger. We talked about her a little while ago. Almost had one. And this time Riv comes out with them. This time they do flick it up and out of the zone. Giving chase there for the Raiders is Driscoll. Screaming down the ice was Vigliotti. All right, Raiders trying to get it in their offensive zone, nothing doing, and backing it out with the Amcats and up the half wall. Way to ring that one out. And this time we got a call on the ice. That'll be a stoppage at 4:27. And nobody could tag up with that puck that time, so we will see another drop at 4:27. And again to Tigatov's right. All right, Riv wins that draw, goes to the blue line, nicely kept in, and then zip to the corner where Riv and a host of Amcats give chase. This one rolls all the way to Tigatov's. And she has to squeeze that one to her left side, and she'll stay looking left as we get a drop at the circle. And going to the dot there is Parent. Nice job getting that one behind her, but can't control it inside the blue. And off to the races goes Charisma Haynes. Rifled into the crease there. And back out into the neutral zone. One more time, doing it as Reed. She can't get the pass to connect, but it stays with Riv after it ricochets off the dasher. And here comes number 16. That's Anger again. Again, she's lighting it up in every category this year. Real team leader, and she was one of my keys to the game. Good job getting it inside, and all the way down the slot are the Amcats. That gives them a chance to sub out, get some fresh legs on the ice. But Riv comes back with it, and dumping it in nicely there is Picardi. And that rolls all the way around behind Tigatov's cage, and the Amcats collect it. As we wind down this fast-moving period, we're looking at 3 minutes coming up in just a couple ticks. And it goes back into the neutral zone where Hallie handles it, dumps it into the offensive zone, but nobody there as coaches get their subs onto the ice. Get that line change with 3 minutes left. See if they can go the distance or if they have to. Nice backhand job there by Driscoll. Driscoll picks it up, and then picking up is Rumps, and she zings it and finds its way into the back of the net. Good job by Driscoll, and then Rumps finishes it off at the 2:47 mark. Riv is on the board first here at Conway, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Raiders. Nice job. They kept their spacing real beautifully, and way to cut against the grain by Rumps. And she finds the cage. And I'll tell you what, as a former goalie, I was watching Megan Tigatov's body language, and I totally empathize with you. Sometimes it just doesn't work as you dream it up. But great job by Riv getting down the ice in a hurry after that turnover and line change. Well done. Yeah, Driscoll did get that assist there with that nice long pass to Rumps.
Yeah,
and
well,
here comes Driscoll.
Yeah, here she comes all the way down. Now let's see if she nice pass again.
Yeah.
But Riv did. Oh, right in
and this
front.
One, and Tigatov makes the save.
That is amazing. If she elevated that, that was a goal.
I'll tell you, Ellie Grady was staring at the twine there, Tom.
Riv did what Anna Maria hasn't done. They shot the puck. You know, they took a shot from inside the blue line. Anna Maria has a breakaway on the left side. Skaters all the way down, tries to pass it somewhere or send it behind the net. Shoot the puck on the goalie.
Yeah, when you get the puck to the crease, good things happen.
Well, just, once you cross the blue line, if there's no space between you and the goaltender, shoot it.
Yeah. Stop being so generous, Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. After the drop, Riv collects it, gets it to corner. Nice backside pass there by Parent.
Good job by Riv, because their forechecking hadn't been going very well in this game. Anna Maria had the edge in that, but not this time as the Raiders shoot it right away and get a goal out of it.
That long pass, that real great outlet pass by Driscoll.
Right, and that was because the puck was set in around the net. to a Raider where there was no one on her because there was nobody down there with the forward, and she just passed it right up the ice.
All right, here comes Pamala.
See, what did she do? She shot it, and the puck is loose in front. See, anything can happen that way, but it's not going to happen unless you shoot the puck.
Shoot the puck, baby.
And the Raiders are doing that, and they're up 1-0. And again, the quality of hockey that I see now compared to what I saw 2 years ago, vastly different.
Well, you've been able to watch the evolution here, Tom. So,
right. Well, I was here at the first practice ever.
And you hear our PA guy.
Jonathan Harper, the athletic director.
Jonathan Harper.
Yep.
And we are under a minute, folks. It's 1-0.
Watch this, 2-on-1. Let's see if she shoots it. She does. I think that was her only way because I think a pass might have been picked off. So,
well, I'll tell you what.
How to get that shot off.
As a goalie, I was watching Tegetov's body language. After the goal, she was disconsolate, blaming herself.
Yeah, but
that time, no yips.
Yeah, but what the immediate save in front right after that goal gives her the confidence back, right?
Right, exactly. And
I mean, she got beat high.
Sure.
It was a high shot, partially screened, wrist her from just inside the blue line,
right.
and I watched the puck sail right in, right over her left shoulder.
Well, Rumps did a great job using her defender as a screen.
Right, exactly.
Beautiful. All the more reason to shoot at that point.
Yep, and there was another shot that was coming up, except the puck went off her stick. And now let's see if we get a breakaway here.
Real good breakaway.
Yeah.
Lots of speed there by Myers.
And no penalty on the takedown.
Yeah, nothing doing there. But we are, that was a call earlier.
Well, the call behind the net.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was right there when it happened. I knew that was going to happen.
All right, well, let's see if Riv can convert. They got 14 seconds, and they'll have a fresh sheet of ice. And we got 120 and counting in that penalty.
But just 5 seconds left in the period, and we're going to wind down without a shot on goal, I believe, and that's it for the period.
Yeah, we didn't have any penalty.
Well, it's the second Rivier power play. Yeah. No penalties on Riv. Of course, that means they get 5 in the next period.
All
but
right, well,
we have played 1 here at Conway Arena in Nashua. The score is Rivier University 1, Anna Maria 0. We'll be back with second period action right after this.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
And welcome back, everybody, to Nashua ETV's broadcast of college hockey. Rivier University leading the Rivier University women leading Anna Maria 1-0 with a goal late in the first period. And they come out to start the second period on a power play. I'm Tom King along with Rich McDonough. Dylan Smith on camera, Pete Johnson, our executive producer, and you got some stats for us, Rich McDonough.
Just a few. As we said, excuse me, it's that time of year. Rivier was outshot 13-9, but they had quality looks, Tom. And the goaltender got the goalie moving, which was very good. And then she's a freshman, are the Amcats goalie. And, you could see the body language wasn't quite where she wanted to be as an old goalie myself. That's critical.
Brianna Rumps with the goal. That came with 2:47 left in the period.
Yeah, great pass from Driscoll there.
Up the ice. And it's surprising the Amcats are out shooting them, but I thought in that first period that Anna Maria had some chances. They passed up on some shots.
They did, and they flat out missed a couple breaks and missed wide of the goal. But they had a lot of slow rollers to the net. Anyway, we've got a minute left on that penalty.
Rivier in the gray and navy blue.
Great looking union.
And the Amcats in the black and maroon.
All right, Riv still on the power play here. And there's 47 seconds left in the power play. Neither team particularly great on the PK. and, you know, in the mid-80s percentage-wise in conference play. But nothing has really materialized with this power play for Riv. And it's 27 seconds remaining.
But Anna Maria has played a penalty-free game so far
nice
to
job
score.
Stepping inside. Really, really good move by McKelvey. She came in time for the team lead in goals, and she gets her 7th of the season right there. Only 54 seconds in and 21 seconds remaining.
Number 22, a kid not named Brianna. How about that, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Rebecca McKelvey with the goal, the power play goal. And at 54 seconds into the second period, and a goalie change for Anna Maria.
I was just talking about Tigatov's, you know, kind of body language there. And I think she was struggling to see the puck throughout the first period. Made some good saves there, but once the confidence wanes, Tom, as a goalie, it's tough when it comes right back in your face.
You know, Rich McDonough, I always say it's tough for a team coming out to start a period on the power play. They never seem to really get in the flow of the power play to start the period with leftover time on a power play. But the Raiders had no problems then. They had a couple of chances before that. And then McKelvey with the great shot and beating a hard wrister, good accurate shot. And it's a 2-0 Raider lead as they are trying to get a sweep of the home and home.
Well, I was watching like it was in slow motion. McKelvey made that real good move, backhanded, got it to her blade back, and then zipped it.
I'm telling you right now,
it's
just night and day compared to what it was a couple of years ago. There's no way Riv would have looked this good 2 years ago.
All right, now the MCAT's power play was released, and they had an offensive possession there. Good save earlier while we were talking about the goal for Sims and the goal for Riv.
Yep.
And we are already 2 minutes and change gone in the second period. Rivier held the 1-0 lead after one and score early on in the second period to make it 2-0 on senior night here in senior afternoon night.
Yeah, senior afternoon.
Like
one senior on the Raiders.
Yeah, McCadden.
Yep.
Yep.
Because basically, when you're talking about a program that just is starting, 3.5 years ago, the program was announced.
Yep. All right,
and it's like an expansion team, but they're not playing like one now. They're playing like an established program. And next year, they will be in the NASCACs.
Right, with Anna Maria.
Right, yeah, a lot of the schools are going.
Well, that's good for them.
Yep, the men are going to do the same. And then it'll be provisional for the NCAAs until, I think they have to go through a year or two before they get NCAA approval. NCAA qualification for the tournament.
All right, and in the cage now for the MCATs is Sam Dahill. We talked about her earlier. She has all kinds of great stats on the season. Clearly doing a really good job in the goal for coach.
And you probably wanted to go with a different goalie because of the back-to-back like they do with catchers, right?
Oh,
look
sneaking inside. Wow, Riv. I believe that was, couldn't lost her. I think that was Parent in the scrum there. Good job.
Yep.
And she's still on the ice, begging for it at the slot. She's got it, can't stay on the tape.
Couldn't get the puck
good defense
settled
there by Becker, Chloe Becker.
Of course, they were closing in defensively. It was Anna Maria.
Yeah, Becker.
But as you know, Rich McDonough, the toughest lead in hockey is 2-0.
2-0.
How many 2-0 leads evaporate? Now you get it to 3-0? Yeah, we're talking a little different game here.
Yeah, slightly. But 2-0 is dangerous. You don't want to get overconfident. Even with just 10 minutes left or 5 minutes left, you cut it in half, and then all of a sudden you're right back in the game.
Icing called on Anna Maria. It'll be back face-off in the Rivier end. We have not looked to our right as Anna Maria is going across left to right on your TV screen. In this period, it'll reverse direction the next period. Riv going right to left.
All right, Sam Dahill in the cage now. She's the drop to her left. That squirts out to the corner, and the MCATs
Tell you what,
come up with it. Oh, good job getting the puck.
Hinckley may need a cup of coffee to get her going because she hasn't seen a whole lot of action not only in this period, but dating back to maybe the last 4 minutes of the second period. How tough is it for a goaltender to have to stand and watch and watch and watch?
It's tough because goaltending is about rhythm.
Well, she's going to be on her toes here because here comes a break. It was a 2-on-1 at one point. Riv got back.
Well, and you can hear Sims barking out commands to her back line there. And we're at 6:15 and counting. It's 2-0. Are the Riv Raiders up on the MCats today? But this is a long possession. Probably the longest possession the MCats have had in quite a while, Tom.
Raider hits the ice, but there is no call, right? That
no call.
Surprises me.
Yeah, we missed that last one.
Yeah, I don't know where that happened. Now we get one. And the Raiders are going to be penalized for the third time in this hockey game.
Yeah, interference call.
Yep. It's going to be on Paige Anger.
Yeah, Anger. She won that draw that led to an opportunity, but not this time. So on the PK are the Raiders. They're about 84% in conference play. So you like your chances if you're the MCats here. Getting to the top of the point. That was seeing eye puck. Finds its way all the way to Sims.
And Hinckley is wide awake now, you can tell.
Yeah, Tessa Henry, who's one of the scoring leaders for the MCats,
right
just
in front.
lifted that one, yeah.
They need somebody in front to maybe bat a puck, get a rebound, do something.
All right, Shayla McDonald going to the dot for the MCats. Lining up against Rumps.
And there's
she got the first goal of the game.
And I just think the toughest play for a goalie, Rich, is a hockey goalie, is the shot from afar where you're screened, just like Rivier scored. You know, you got to see the puck and react very quickly.
Well, when you got those screens, and similar for lacrosse, you have to lean around, and you're off your axis slightly, and it does shave a tenth of a second off your reaction time. Getting to the slot there, nice job was Blaney. Can't get the puck to go through. And one more time, winding it up big time is Henry.
Blocked
and this time
in front.
It squirts outside and back through the zone.
Blocked in front by the Raiders.
Yeah, good job. They were holding tight in the middle there. Good job. All right, we're trickling down to about a minute left on the power play for the MCats. Riv doing a decent job killing off shots and blocking shots and stepping into the shot line. Good job. Under 15 minutes to go in the second period.
Another good clear by Rivier, Rich.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
They are.
And look at Parent. I love the hustle. Going down, making them eat the clock.
And look
nice
at this.
Job.
A great penalty kill here.
And Parent gets that one onto the blocker.
Yes, she does.
And she's right back to the corner.
Anything she can do to disrupt the play and not force a breakaway.
All I can think is Jack Black and Tenacious D. Good job by Parent.
No doubt about it. Great penalty kill. 24 seconds left on the power play.
Yep. Finally, the MCats get it into the zone. And big wind up there by Nolan.
Yep, but no one in front for Anna Maria to get that rebound.
Yeah,
it was
only
one player, and that was a Raider.
Yeah, and they were all at the top of the slot.
Here's the dangerous time. 4 seconds left in the penalty.
That one squirts underneath the blade of Ballinger.
And the power play is up. Anna Maria 0 for 3 on the penalty kill.
And the bench over there for Riv is fired up.
Actually, I'm sorry, 0 for 2.
0 for 2.
0 for 2. Riv has one power play as well.
All right, here comes
they are 1
all the way
for
down
1.
the ice. Boy, she's earned a break. She zips it onto the cage, and she gets right to the box. That was a hard shift by Parent there, Tom.
Ooh.
Good puck handling, but great poke there. Really, really good poke by Hallie. Nothing in the scorebooks, but snuffed out a potential drive there. All right, steaming down the ice there is Daly. She gets it inside the zone and forks it into the cage. Nothing doing, though. Steered aside by Sims. Sims has done a good job today, Tom.
Got Sims or Hinckley in goal?
Did I say Sims? I
thought it was 30, but I'm not sure.
That's 40. It was Sims.
It was Sims. Sims is in goal. Okay.
Yeah. Hinckley had 38 saves last night.
Right. So that's why Sims is in goal today.
Yeah.
My apologies.
She left it all on the ice.
I looked and I thought I saw 3-0 instead of 4. Oh, look at this!
And a zip! And bada bing, bada boom, bada back of the net. There she is, number 13, Molly Dukeshire from the back line. She comes all the way down the slot. and left no doubt about that one, TK.
Boy, no doubt at all. Turnover in the back behind the net. Riv centers it out, and Dukeshire just fires it. That's the one thing you see with the Raiders. Quick shots. Quick shots.
The release is beautiful.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Again, that's skill I did not see 2 years ago when this team was starting out.
And she gets her 7th of the season. So the balanced scoring that we talked about pregame, Tom, they're sharing the puck, they're keeping their spaces. Nice job by the Raiders.
Well, I'd love to know what the heck happened in that 7-0 loss last Saturday night.
Well, let's go replay it when you have.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. You don't have any free time, Tom.
No, I don't. That's for sure.
All right, keeping it inside the blue line of the Amcats and getting it on her puck. But great job by Sims to snuff out the attempt by Mielke. And 12:18 remaining in the period. We got another stoppage, and we'll have a drop to Sims' right. Great job in the cage by Sims this afternoon, Tom.
Now she gets down on that rebound.
She has a .929 save percentage.
I did a story on her. She's from Alaska.
Yeah, Chugach, I believe.
Yep.
I spent a lot of time for 2 years in Alaska working on the pipeline up there. Beautiful state.
Did you sleep at night?
I don't know whether it was night or not.
That's the thing. That's the problem, right?
I was the low man on the totem pole. They sent me up in the winter.
Because of the daylight, you know. So it's light at night in the summertime. Is that when it's light at night all the time?
Yeah, it's dramatic.
Right.
I was all the way up as far north as Prudhoe Bay, Tom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Sims about that when I did a story on her.
Beautiful state, though. All right, 11:40 and counting. It's 3-0. And Rivier has done some work in a hurry in this second period after having a 1-0 lead after one. And they got some great looks at the cages, and they're converting them now. And like you said, excellent shooting and release. All right, but on defense now are the Raiders. And squeezed up against the half wall there and back to the corner. And it finds its way over to Reed. Reed gets it out and into the neutral zone. And we get some forwards getting some fresh legs on the ice for
nice move here
to
retain the puck. Rivier has owned the neutral zone, I think, in this game.
Without a doubt, and Pumala there, she golfs it back into the zone. But nobody can tag up. All right, there's Rumpf at the center line, doing her level best. And gives a little bit of a greeting, February greeting to one of the Amcats. And here comes Rumpf going down to the corner.
Oh.
Nice centering pass.
It was.
Just couldn't find Young.
Well, that's because Anna Maria had it covered very well defensively.
Yeah, and Young just left it on the ice there, and she gets to the box quickly for a much.
Look at that!
And Rumpf was right there.
And let's see, they called the whistle on the cover-up.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, she had already covered it. Once the ref loses sight of the puck, they blow the whistle.
Yeah, and Dayhill.
But a good job by the Raiders to try and keep that puck alive.
Well, Dayhill got her skates pretty far north of her crease there, and that interrupted the pass. Nice job by Dayhill out of the cage. Oh, getting it inside, almost had a chance. Good look at it for Driscoll. She had that great assist earlier in the first period, and she almost had herself something in the back of the net right there. 10-minute mark in period 2 coming up. 3-0 Riv in front of Anna Maria, and they can.
And why do we have an AMCAT in the penalty box? Was there a misconduct handed out somewhere that
no.
Someone's sitting out for 10 minutes?
I think that might be a coach.
I don't think so. Does it look? I can't tell because I've got the post in the way.
All right.
Blocking the view of the player.
We had a phantom penalty call in the first.
Right, but
there's
no power play on the board. Everybody's 5-on-5 as we see, and there's no Raider in the box. There's just the attendant.
All right, doing a real good job there is Hallie getting it out to the corner and behind. Ricochets all the way around the dasher board. That allows some fresh legs to come onto the ice for Raiders, and it's outside the zone. And Hallie gives chase one more time and kind of knuckles it back to the blue line, but Amcats control it and zip it up to the corner. Good job keeping it in out top for the Amcats is Ballinger. Called her name a number of times. Newport, Vermont product. And here comes Parent one more time, getting all the way down the ice. Look at the speed, TK. Cuts to the cage, near post, And it just goes
no
wide.
angle.
Yeah.
No angle.
Just
Great
goes wide.
speed, but no angle. The best way to get a goal there is probably to try to pass it, or at least if you can be so precise to get that far corner.
Well, Dayhill was squeezing that post. It wasn't going anywhere. Good job by the keeper there for the
keeper.
MCATs.
Oh, we got
slow.
spoken like a true lacrosse soccer guy.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, lacrosse guy, the keeper.
Keeper. the abbreviated version.
That's
of
all
lacrosse
right.
Way to go, keep.
That's all right. I had Brad Creek, the former head coach of Bishop Girton, who created the girls' basketball dynasty, once referred to the Caligadome as his barn.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep, and Creek was a hockey
wasn't
guy.
Wasn't he a trustee or a hockey guy
Well,
here?
he's a trustee here, but he did not play hockey here. He played at Brown University. He also played some minor league hockey.
Yeah, real dummy.
So he was a hockey guy.
Right.
So I said, Brad, you're a basketball coach. Come on.
Barn.
He called the gym the barn. Oh, there's a shot in front.
And I'll tell you what, that was good job there by Sims one more time. I've been watching her. Very yip-free hockey today in the cage for the keeper. All right, we're at 7.5.
She has seen everything.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she's not the tallest goalie in the world, Rich
No,
Machado.
she's pint-sized.
Yeah.
She's pint-sized, but, man, she's quick and she's
I
tough.
saw her get a shutout earlier in the year. I covered the game. She was on fire.
She's got great numbers,
fabulous.
clearly, for good reason,
Yep.
Tom. And she, like you said, she does see the puck beautifully. Seeing the puck there is Dayhill. That was a long look at it.
Don't forget, there are 20 minutes in each period in college hockey. We've done so many high school games here on ETV. And we have 7:15 left to play in the second period. Tom King along with Rich McDonough, Dylan Smith on camera, Pete Johnson, our executive producer, who makes the executive decisions.
And not the least important
And
of which is the Hawaii 5-0 music.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, and a big wind up there.
Open net.
And an open net.
Open net.
They got her moving. That was part of my key to the game, was
Get the goalie moving, yep.
And
She made the save, the rebound pounced out and tipped in and just shot in easily.
Great job by
A tap
Driscoll.
in, like a layup.
Driscoll's had a great game today. And she had a beautiful assist on that long outlet earlier in the first period, and now this time fires one in and collects the loose change in front of Dayhill.
Well, this is
Zip
a
already.
big game for the Raiders.
Well, they
4-0.
can move into tournament contention.
Well, not only that, just the back and forth, get them to 500. I believe would they come in at 8-9 and no, they are 500, 9-9-3. They will vault over 500 with this win.
Right.
10 wins 2 years later after starting the program.
It's an impressive move.
That's not bad.
Especially with the coaching tumult, you know?
Yep.
You've really got to respect the players for just owning the moment and holding serve on home ice. So far, there's plenty of hockey to be played, but Rivier clearly has all the momentum, and they look like they're on a mission, Tom. They really do. You know, 7-10 and counting.
And Anna Maria calls timeout.
Yeah.
7:10 to play in the period. They use it right now, because they're down. There's a great shot. The shot of the puck just sitting there at center ice.
The frozen biscuit.
Exactly.
Waiting.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, I love it. And clearly identifying it as Conway Arena in its 21st year of duty. This is a beautiful,
not as cold today
arena.
in here as it has been, because I finally learned the warmer it is outside, the warmer it is inside in a hockey rink. If it was in the 20s, we would be frigid. We would be freezing here.
I called a game at Everett.
Oh, that's always it. I don't think it matters what the temperature is outside there. That is always cold.
It took me an hour to thaw out once I got home.
I know the feeling.
All right,
but I do like that press box view. You're right on top of the action.
It is beautiful. I was lucky enough to pinch hit for Ken Kale, who's really one of the best in the business and a real good guy. All right, 4-0. We're under 7 minutes remaining. Rivier has taken a 1-0 lead from the first period and thrown in 3 in rapid succession here. In period
and
there's
front.
a great centering pass. Unable to bang that home.
And if I'm Anna Maria, I'm a little perturbed at the chances that they've had down low in this period. There have been a lot of them. They didn't get those in the first period.
No, and Reed just had that gaping net right there. And yeah, if I'm Dayhill, I'm probably barking it out at the back line there. And she's got to look at a drop to her left. controlled by Rivier. Keeps it under the blue line. Nice job by the Raiders. Getting it to corner. And there's the fast skating, almost omnipresent Parent back there, number 5. She's had herself a good game. And this one manages to trickle back into the O-zone for Ampats. And losing her twig out there is number 14. One more ride. That's Gleaney again. A great left winger for the Ampats.
Steal.
Gleaney carries it, gets it to the slot, and down into the crease and steered aside nicely there by Sims.
Yeah, goaltender's #1 job is to know where the puck is at all times, and Sims has done that.
She's really seeing the puck beautifully. And you could hear her barking out commands to her back line there. Great job. Great job. All right, we're under 6 minutes now. It finds its way into the O zone for the Amcats. They can't hold it, but now driving it back up and all the way through the slot across every line in sight and having to come out with it. There is Dayhill, and she forks it over to the real good skater, Tessa Henry. And off to the races goes Drew. She carries it down, trying to flirt with the slot, can't do it. And she's robbed by Rivier. And off to the races goes 27 for Rivier. They didn't put it on the, that's Smith again. They didn't put it on the main roster there. So I went deep into the encyclopedia, Tom. All right, we're winding our way down to the 5-minute mark. Rich McDonough and Tom King here. Great to be with you here in Conway.
You've heard of college programs that go into the cafeteria, pull players, that pull guy. Hey, you look like you can play. Can you come play for us?
When we re-goose I coach at St. John's down in the Maryland, Virginia area. We did.
You did that.
We went to wrestling.
That is a.
We got a wrestler to be our face-off guy.
Yep.
And lo and behold, he couldn't cradle real well, but he was one of the leaders in the ferocious WCAC conference.
That's just it. Grab them where you can get them.
Those were the days of Paul Rabel, who has done all kinds of great work with the PLL and All-American at Hopkins. And I had to game plan for that guy 6 times. No fun, Tom.
No, I bet.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer for a reason. All right, we're 4:40 remaining.
Open ice here for
Anna Maria. Open ice. Nice job there by Anna Maria. That's Daly. She gets it.
But I'll tell you what, though, this is a defensive clinic for Rivier because what they're doing is they're clogging up the slot.
Right.
Without screening their goaltender.
Right.
Using some physical play to do it, as physical as you can be in a women's game, and also steering the puck away to the corners, away from danger.
Exactly. And whenever there's a loose puck, it's not,
it's not near. It's not near
not
near a black and red jersey.
Correct.
It's knocked away. So
also,
without ice,
they've been getting the squeeze on deep. They'll put their back line. They'll both sandwich the puck carrier and rub them off right off the line. And that's just, like you said, clinical defense. Well done.
They have not been caught in many odd man rushes. There's a 2-on-2, for example. There's 2 defenders back.
Right. Getting all the way is McDonald. She takes it to the corner for the Amcats, but they can't hang on. And again, there's the swarming defense, Tom. Whenever there's a puck and an Amcat, there are 2 Riv players. Oh, and trying to get started, unable to do so there was Hurley. And she got hurled to the ice.
Yeah, no call either. There could have been.
It could have been. I thought it was coming, but he's an ice monster, perhaps.
Depends on where it is, I think, and how it happens. I think if it's happened, just an accident, they don't call it.
Yeah, and the linesman there.
But if you're trailing, if you're a defenseman trailing the play, and you make a reach, you're a step behind. When do most penalties occur? They occur when you're a step behind, right? And that's what Rivier has not done in this game. They have skated very well. 4-0 to score. 3:19 left to play here.
Well, I'll tell you that
second period.
That lob through the zone went all the way down the ice. So we got another icing. This one's going to be to Sims' left here. And Parent goes to the dot. She's had a great game. And she gets tied up at the dot, unable to get loose. That one zipped. That had some serious pace on it.
It did, but it was ice level, not in the air. And I think most of the goals you're going to see are going to be airborne.
And I couldn't see who it was, but one of the Raiders got just enough stick on that one to change the trajectory. But Daly had a hell of a wind up there. All right, that one stays inside the blue line. Corral.
And now one defenseman back as the Amcats come through.
putting it behind is heinous. That one gets lodged into the backside of the net there. They poke it loose, and Rivier comes up with it and gets it outside the blue line.
Whoa! Thought we had a breakaway.
Just out of the box is Drew.
And that's when you can get some goals. The breakaway of a player just out of the box.
Oh, and fanning on it there was Picardi. She couldn't get that out of the zone. But this time, lots of ice, and using all that ice beautifully is Anger. Here she comes. Look at the pace. And she gets him behind. She's looking, got her chin up now, and she's looking for help. And it comes to just inside the blue line, far side of the ice, farthest away from our camera, and Dylan Smith. The master on the lens. Oh, great centering effort there for Riv and Arsenal. But keeping their composure there with the Amcats on defense. They get it through and get a big-time break
if you watch, Riv has 2 defensemen back at all times to nurse a 4-0 lead.
Right.
Not that they're sitting on it, but they don't want to get caught with open ice. And
this one just trickles a goal.
And Sims saw it at the last second. She saw it at the last second, closed it with the stick, and covers up to prevent the rebound.
And right there, you saw exactly what I was mentioning. She was here in a lean and saw it, as you said,
at the last second and got her stick on it.
Closed up that 5-hole in a hurry.
Reaction time very quick.
Great job by Sims. She's had a heck of a game. I mean, I know there's some scoring efforts, but so far, you know, you're pitching a shutout in a meaningful game. Great goaltending. All right, hung up in the
there could be a call, and there is.
Her stick. That's going to be That's going to be Reed going to the bin.
Right in front of the Anna Maria bench, and they all had their arm in the air as well. So,
I got to say, Tom, I'm a long recovered lawyer, but I look at that one, and I saw her reaction. It's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't do it. Can't call interference on the zebra. All right, big effort to get to that puck there. Much needed, but it comes out, finds its way up north of the half wall. Great diagonal pass. Can't keep it on her tape as McDonald.
We're having a tough time getting it out. Try to clear it to
McDonald goes to the slot after Fido's beautiful give and go. Couldn't materialize. That one finds its way all the way to the stick of Sims. And she just looks calm, cool as a cucumber, Tom. We are at 3 minutes or 30 seconds and counting.
To show that, she had the glove right up, ready to snag that puck that was not really on goal. It was just wide.
And fresh legs all around. 29.5 seconds left in the period. 4-0.
And 1:06 left in the penalty, which means there will be some power play time for Anna Maria to start the third.
Well,
if they do not score on this power play before the end of the period.
And you love that fresh sheet of ice when you have some open ice there. All right, winning the draw there are the Amcats. They look to set up shop and get it around the dasher. Nothing doing. Makes its way up to the half wall. Good job collecting the puck there by Nolan. She gets behind the cage, looking to create, dishes it off to Otto. And that one just squirts outside, unable to hang on to it.
Yeah, the Amcats power play isn't really showing too much power in this game so far. As we tick down at the end of the period, that will do it for the second period, everybody. If you're a Rivier fan, you are a happy person right now. The Raiders lead Anna Maria 4-0 after 2 periods. Stay tuned for the exciting third period. We'll be back right after this.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
And welcome back to Conway Arena here in Nashua on a spring-like day. Rich McDonough and Tom King doing the call for college hockey today. It's the women's hockey team for Rivier.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was doing a little schmoozing.
You were doing the Lord's work, Tom.
Yeah.
But Rivier, after 2 periods, they led after 1-0, and they went bananas. in that second period, TK, with 3 goals.
Well, they broke the game open, which is what you have to do. But now, look, it only takes a couple of AMCAT goals to get back into it, right?
Absolutely.
So what Rivier's got to do is they've got to stand up on their skates. They can't be on their heels. And unfortunately, they are for the first 30 seconds of this period because there's a Anna Maria power play.
And you got a fresh sheet of ice, fresh 20 on the clock. And Riv hangs tight and inside, keeping everything in front of them.
That's the thing. They haven't been a step behind, except when behind the net or in the neutral zone here and there. But they've been doing a great job of keeping their eye on the prize, and that's big.
Well, and then they're getting great goaltending today from Sims. She just got her 27th save of the game, and we're not even a minute into the third period.
And I think in between periods we had Jonathan Harper, the AD up here, was talking with Dylan Smith. I think Dylan Smith's going to be an honorary alum of Rivier. I think they're going to make him that. So,
Dylan, you got any more room for degrees on your office wall?
Hang that on the wall,
buddy?
Yep.
All right. Whoa, and that was a heck of a deflection.
I thought that was going to curl right in, and then there it is.
And that is just great work by Myers. She got that initial deflection, wrapped around, and then she hung tight in the slot.
That's what they call in hockey a dirty goal.
A working goal.
And it was a 5-on-5 goal. It was not a power play goal.
Yeah, it had just been killed off.
Right.
But you could see that fresh sheet was making the puck just zing. And anytime anybody got a piece of lumber on that, it was going airborne, and that's exactly what happened. She took that airborne puck after Sims made that first save, and then just buried it right in front of Sims, and then right to the twine. And 18:40 and counting in the third period, it was 4-0, and it is now 4-1 as the Amcats zip it into the offensive zone where Rivier gives chase. Once again, we had a goalie change for the Amcats in the second period, but stellar is the word I'm using right now for Sims's game. She's got 28 saves, has only let in 1, which just occurred half a minute ago.
Raiders, I thought, got caught flat-footed by that deflection. They didn't quite know where the puck was.
Well,
and it ended up in front and a tap in on a rebound, and that's what happens.
Well, and those fluorescent lights, don't discount that. I mean, they're only 20 feet over the ice.
Right.
And if that puck is airborne, you look up into that fluorescent light, you could lose it easily. All right, 18:09 left on the clock in the third period. 3-goal lead for Rivier as we see the face-off about to come to Sims's left. And it looks like Parent going, nope, not Parent. That's Paxson. She had the OT winning goal last night, Tom. And she wins this draw.
Loose in
Rivier.
front. Woo.
And she gets it around and outside, gets it up to the half wall.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, Anna Maria's got to, step it up in this period. They've got to take chances. They've got to gamble. Can Rivier take advantage of some of those gambles, right?
Well, yeah. And then, how do you eat up 30, 45 seconds every time you get the puck? And zipping it into the breadbasket there was, that's Reed. She's been skating hard lately. Good job.
I think the best way for Riv to do it is don't take every possession like a penalty kill. Just shoot the puck. Keep the thinking that Anna Maria's got to play defense in this period so they can't cheat. 4-1 to score. One more goal from Anna Maria will make it a little bit of a different hockey game.
Yeah, and as we get back to that old math, the 2-goal lead in hockey. But right now it's a 3-goal lead. And a good interception there by McKelvey. She had herself a good goal earlier. And losing some hardware there was Blaney. And she's now chasing and goes far corner. Riv sends it around behind the cage and out. And up to the half wall and north, and just stays inside the blue line. Good job keeping it in there by Vigliotti. And there's that pressure in the corner, Tom. It's been relentless by Rivier today. And we're under 17 already. 4-1 Raiders.
The men's hockey team plays here tonight.
7 o'clock, I believe.
Yep.
And that one squirts up and into the netting in front of the crowd here. Nice
Basketball
crowd.
for Rivier is on the road today, men's and women's. Volleyball has a tri-match. They're playing at the Muldoon Center today. That was, I think, the first match of that. In volleyball, what they do is they get 3 teams and they all play each other.
Parrot can't win that draw.
And that started at 11 a.m. today.
TK, how many pairs of shoes do you wear out in a month? Getting to everywhere in there.
I don't go to a lot of the stuff because Nick Pernick, the SID for Riv, is very good and
I've heard
always has the information and stories and everything else that I can repost at NashuaTelegraph.com. So if you want to know what's going on at Riv, check out Nashua Telegraph. Free plug. Check out NashuaTelegraph.com every night.
Yeah, we got a
We always do the Rivier Roundup, and we have all the games. And this game story, will be in the Sunday Cycle, posted up, and it will appear after midnight, along with some other things, including the NHIAA swim results and everything else.
All right, well, Myers just took a hooking penalty.
And that's what you don't want to do if your Anna Maria is be shorthanded, down 3 goals with only 16-17 to play.
And Paxson wins that draw.
Oh,
right
wait,
to
open that. How did that not go in?
Home is Driscoll. She's had an outstanding game.
That
was
looked like
just
a
too
tap
open.
in. A tap in. And just a little off.
Tap-a-rooney. We watched Happy Gilmore last night.
What?
Tappy.
Wow.
R.I.P. Carl Weathers, man. Boy, Driscoll had everything in front of her, and it just squirted away to the side.
Coming up next on ETV this
we
week.
got
We got another call. It's going to be on, I believe, is it on the Raiders for a cross check? Or is it on Anna Maria?
I think it's Anger going to the bin.
Anger, yep.
Not Anger, excuse me. It's Schultz.
And Schultz takes the call. I guess when you have a last name Schultz in hockey, the refs are already circle that name, right? Those of you who remember the old Dave Schultz from the Flyers way back in the 70s.
Or Sergeant Schultz on Hogan's Heroes.
Knew nothing.
I know nothing.
He knew nothing.
Remember who played him?
No, I don't know the name of the actor.
John Banner.
John Banner, that's right.
How
yes.
about that?
Here's a breakaway right
Big
here.
breakaway.
And
getting on the wickets.
Save. Whoa!
Wow, what a save by Sims with this absolutely steaming Blaney. And I thought she had that one dead to rights. Sims gets from post to post and shuts that one down. Great job by Sims.
On the 4-on-4.
Yeah. So we got 103 left in the penalty to Riv and 137 in the penalty to, penalty 106 for Anna Maria, 126 left in the penalty to Schultz.
Off the face-off.
So pretty smooth ice right now and lots of room.
4-on-4.
Yeah. Well, getting some pace there is Grady. She can't hang on to it.
Well, I think the general school of thought with what the Raiders need for the future is some speed.
Well, with some speed of her own here is Nolan. She gets to the bottom of the slot. Puck squirts away from her, and now it does squirt outside the zone, all the way through the neutral zone and all the way down the ice.
Of course,
and
we'll
have another icing.
See what a new head coach prioritizes when they take over.
21 seconds remaining on the Anna Maria penalty. 55 to the Rivier penalty. That's Schultz. So, assuming nothing else happens,
Anna Maria will have a power play for about 34 seconds. Yep.
My math hasn't been great since I was a bartender.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. Winning the draw is Anna Maria. They get it up to the half wall there. Can't keep it in. It just kind of came out off kilter and squirted outside the blue line and into the neutral zone where everybody's got to tag up and get back in.
And now the power play begins, a mini power play for the Amcats.
And
down
rolling,
4-1.
Yeah, rolling out of the box is Myers. She goes right to the slot.
Right there.
To the
she goes right in there. And that clear will not be icing. That'll be fine.
And only 20 seconds left in the penalty to Schultz. But this one will eat up 15 to 20 of it. Good job. Good job in the neutral zone there by Rivier. And then they throw it back into the offensive zone.
Ooh, there's a steal.
Never giving up on it right there is... lost that one. Not on the main roster is Reed again.
Oh, here's a possible breakaway down the left side. Nope.
All right, good job getting it up the dasher there and getting it into the zone. Great crossover there. Backhand, nothing doing. And great save as Dayhill came way out to cut down that angle.
Now,
and take it to
Dale
the bread
came
basket.
out. The only real good shot you could get on a play like that was the backhander, and she makes the save.
But beautiful crossover there to take it from one side of the ice
that
to
was
the other.
Paxson, the hero from last night.
Yeah, that OT
Here's
winner.
another chance in the slot. Couldn't get the puck.
Right, and Dayhill forks that one away from danger, and it gets outside to the half wall, and up come the Amcats. And having a seat there. That was Reed again.
Ooh.
Getting to the bottom of the slot of the Amcats. Couldn't see the number. There was number 3, Haynes. She gets taken to the ice, having a seat.
Yeah, and Riv avoided a penalty there.
And here comes Driscoll. She's been doing everything well today, Tom. She gets a break after a good shift by her. Oh, and that one hits the shoulder. The shoulder there of Dayhill.
From our angle, you're looking at all that wide open space on the right side of the net. You're thinking maybe it's a goal, but no.
Wide open spaces. All right, we're at the 12:30 mark and remaining. 4-1 hometown Riv on top of the Amcats visiting from Worcester, Mass. Important game, and Riv can climb up into contention to get to championship weekend. You got to get into the semis. That'll be the 23rd and 24th of February. And they have winnable games next weekend when they play the Mass College of Liberal Arts Town. 12-minute mark, Rich McDonough and Tom King. MCLA, baby.
Who they played a couple of weeks ago.
They win that one 7-0 or something.
Well, MCLA did here, and then the night before, Riv won, did the same thing they did last night, won in overtime.
Right.
But no repeat this time.
But
repeat of a letdown by the Raiders, who have basically been in control for most of this hockey game. Oh, just shoot it right there.
Good job climbing up to the bottom of the slot and fanning on that one and getting a poke on it was Dayhill. And I seriously thought that Picardi was going to put that one home.
She had the one-timer, and I think an Amcat may have gotten a stick on that, and by the time it got to Dayhill, she was able to knock it away.
Well, and a great setup there from behind. Coming up to the bottom of the slot was McKelvey.
But that's the kind of pressure that Raiders have to keep putting on Anna Maria so that the Amcats don't get going offensively.
Yeah.
You got a 3-goal lead, keep the foot on the gas.
Well, I coached lacrosse for 30 years or so, and what do? You say, hey, gang, this is a good effort. This is who you can be, and you want to revisit what you did on the ice today and just try to make it part of your ethos. All right, going to the corner, speaking of ethos, is Rumps.
Nice
cross-ice goal of the game today.
Nice cross-ice pass, just a little too far to be able to get a shot off on it. Now here comes Anna Maria.
And that's Ballinger again. And she could go to corner, does not. I think she needs to get off the ice, so she at least goes to the blue line. But she had that puck right there, had a teammate with her, though, so they communicated that and went back home. All right, this one squirts away from the Amcats and behind the cage. Good chase there by Blaney. She's from Nenews Bay, British Columbia. It's a long way to come to college. All right, this one squirts around, rolls around the dasher behind Sims right back there. You can see her barking out orders, telling everybody where the puck is. That's what you want from your goalie.
This is a level of college women's hockey that did not really exist years ago, and now the coaches are really, obviously recruiting today is a lot different because of the, social media, the internet, and everything else. You can watch players on film. You can do all sorts of things you couldn't do 10 years ago.
Well, and
So-
you've gotten to watch the evolution of this team here, Tom.
Well, right, exactly. But the thing is you can get players from way out away, by contacting them and seeing them play and looking at film and everything else.
Yeah, they're all in these
Right,
good
it's not-
club teams.
Right. It's not like these coaches are traveling all around the country. They can do it right from home.
In fact, we're not here.
No, we're not.
We're
Dylan Smith is, but we're
Dylan
not.
Smith is here. It's just. All right, we are under 10 minutes here at Conway Arena. Rich McDonough, Tom King here. Good day for Riv, and it's spring-like outside.
Well, you know what? Again, it's not as cold in here as it has been.
Right.
So
And Daly found the ice monster on the far side there and gets to the ice.
our next games on Nashua ETV will be Friday night, the Bishop Girton Bedford boys and girls basketball doubleheader starting at 6:30. I believe the girls game is first, but I'm not positive on that.
They usually
So-
do it that way.
Well, they did. Last year it was the opposite. They did the boys game first, so I imagine they're going to reverse it this year.
Uh-oh.
Nope,
Yep.
nobody there.
Nobody home. All right, this one takes
That'll be-
its time getting all the way around and down the ice here at Conway.
That will be Friday night on Nashua ETV.
Good job checking there by Arsenal. Couldn't finish the takeaway, but she stays with the puck. Great job. Good hustle, never giving up on it, and she zings it down. Nice saucer all the way down the ice that crosses two blue lines, and it'll become an icing, as Doc Emmerich was renowned for saying.
Miss him.
He's great, man. I mean,
Miss him.
there's a Doc Emmerich verb dictionary out there.
Ugh.
He had about 400 hockey verbs.
He was
Ladle. Ladles it up the ice.
absolutely fantastic.
And then-
Easy to listen to. You knew what was going on in the game by the temper, by the level of his voice, the whole bit.
Absolutely. Joe Beninati's another guy who's
Worked
like
with-
that.
worked
He
with
does
Eddie-
the Capitals broadcast.
With Eddie Olczyk, who was calm
Yeah.
and just the opposite. So, little floater.
I'll tell you what, the backhand from Young there, that went high and long, but boy, it had a chance out of the gate.
But-
Collecting it there is Rumpf. She puts it up the slot, and a big swing and a swat for Riv. Couldn't see the number there. It looked like 16.
But that's the best play right there. I don't know who it was who
was
chipped
Anger.
it back in
Yeah.
on goal. Once the puck had deflected back out to the slot, kept the pressure on, got it in on the goal, and there were a couple of rebound shots.
Yeah, I thought for a second it was
And
Schultz,
all
but
of
it
a
was Anger.
sudden, you're 8-19 to play, and you still have that 3-goal lead. And that's good news for the Raiders.
Quick win on the draw there, and
They are,
good luck there for Riv.
they are keeping the pressure on.
Boy, Driscoll's had herself a day today. She gets it to the corner and gets it over to Rumps. They connected on a goal, that long outlet from Driscoll. Beautiful goal. That was the first goal of the game. We're under 8 minutes, Tom. 4-1 Riv. Looking to put this one away. They're eating up clock, lots of it. But here come the Amcats. Great centering pass right there by
And
McDonald.
that was a goal waiting to happen on a
Right.
bang, and another
And-
shot.
Well, they're doing what you would ask them to do in the first period, finally.
Yeah.
But that said, they've put 35 shots on, on
How
Sims
many
today.
of them have been real quality, though? That's what I wonder about. 35 shots surprises me.
All right, and here comes Blaney again, the British Columbia native. And once again, Riv sandwiches the puck carrier. Great job by the Raiders.
A lot of action in front. This is what Anna Maria wants.
Yeah, got a little fight going on.
Well, the thing is if they can get the puck in front of the net, like you saw when they just scored their goal, and anything can happen, and we're going to get a penalty. Somebody's going out.
Got interference there.
Little feistiness going
It
on.
could have gone either way right there.
Really could have.
And it looks like it's going to be either Paxson or
Is
Reed.
it 9 or 8? I couldn't tell the number.
She's got her jersey tucked, the sweater.
I
excuse
hate
me,
that. Trying
tucked
to
into
ID
the-
photos.
Yeah, it was
9,
Paxson.
according to Dylan Smith.
Was Paxson. She came in tied for the lead for scoring with Riv.
It is on Paxson.
The interference. You got the call right. And then the omnipresent ponytails get in the way of the numbers now, too. All right, but on the power play are the Amcats. They got work to do now if they want to have any prayer of this. That one A sizzling shot
And
goes all the
Sims
way into
saw
the
it.
keeper. Nolan unloaded that one.
Nolan had a shot earlier she should have taken. She was wide open at the top of the circle and passed it. You have got only 7 minutes left in the hockey game. Your power play can't be looking for the perfect shot anymore. It's got to be shoot, shoot, shoot.
Absolutely.
And she should have shot the puck then as well and let the rebound fall where it may if it couldn't go in.
And Riv wins that important draw right there to Sims's right.
See, right here, top of the circle, top of the, you got to shoot it right on net. That's
and
what you
that
got
one
to do.
deflected, had a chance, but it went the wrong way.
You've got to do that.
And staying home on that puck right there was Courtney Maliki.
You need the shots. This is a big power play. If Anna Maria scores here, we got a different hockey game for the final 6 minutes or so, or probably
then,
5.
You can pull your goalie, and
that's all sorts of things can happen.
And
there it is.
There's a little snapshot right there from McDonald. She was, as we said, she was hovering around that circle on the near side, went far side that time, and left no doubt about that. She had too much room to close in tight to that goal. And that makes it 4-2.
McDonald with the wrister high.
Yeah.
6:11 to play.
Another British Columbia product. She's from Victoria.
And that's where the penalties come back to haunt the Raiders. They've taken, by my count, I think 5 in this game. And you take 5 penalties in a women's game, you're going to give up something.
Right. Well, all right. So Riv's got to get back in rhythm here. They've kind of lost their rhythm more than anything else. Forget momentum. Momentum is a product of good rhythm. They've kind of lost their rhythm in the last 5-6 minutes, Tom.
Still own a 2-goal lead, but it was 4. The lead is cut in half. Anna Maria is still alive and breathing.
All right, 6:05 on the clock, 4-2 in the barn. And a big drive, huge drive by Reed.
That's a good shot by Reed.
Absolutely. And, you know, as a goalie, you look at that thing hum by you and you kind of cross yourself briefly because that thing had lots of smoke on it. All right, nice puck handling there by Nolan again. But unable to get it through the zone of the Amcats. It stays in the neutral zone, and there to collect it and shove it up the ice. And taking a big shot in the chops there was number 25. That's Chloe Becker, and she's going to the booth for some repairs, it looks like, Tom.
Oh, the Raiders are having trouble getting it out of the zone.
Yeah.
And there's no pressure at all by Anna Maria. They got to skate it out of there. They don't pass it, just skate it.
And Driscoll was looking around to see if anybody's...
And there you go. Now you're finally out of the zone.
All right, Driscoll carries it across the blue line and in. Gets it down deep in the zone behind the cage. Leaves it there for Parent. Parent zips it around toward the half wall, but it goes back. Good defense by the Amcats.
We are now with 5 minutes to play.
Looked like they tangled skate blades over there. All right, here come the Amcats with Drew going down the ice. Good check there by Grady to rub her off the puck. And the Rivier comes back with it and lift it outside the blue line, where it is in the neutral zone. Get a couple of pairs of fresh legs on. Parent gets a good sub. She had a great shift right there.
This is loose
Not
in
giving
front.
it up on the puck right there is...
got to clear it out.
Yeah.
You're loose in front like that. You got to clear it.
Yeah, DeLordo, she hasn't been on the ice a whole lot, but she had something staring at her right there. But good job getting it back down into the offensive zone in the able stick handling of... that's Hurley again. She's had herself a good game. She gets off the ice after that long time on her shift. All right, we're wheeling down to 4 minutes. Big shot and a wrister there by Anger that hits the right pad.
That's the kind of shot you got to take. You aim it for that far corner, and there's still a lot. The puck kept alive. Rivier now with under 4 minutes to play, nursing a 2-goal lead.
Well, and I will tell you, Tom, been watching. Yeah, we don't have checking, but the physicality has amped up.
It's a much more physical game than the high school girls games we see. There's no doubt about it.
All right, and taking the puck one more time is McDonald. And that one lifts and goes up into the netting.
See, that's what you don't want if you're Sims. You don't want to give up the floater, the cheap goal. You know, you don't want to do that. Make sure that if they have to work for it, they work for it and take a lot of time doing it.
Did you hear all the oohs and ahs from the crowd?
3:41 to play. The crowd is into it here at Rivier. You get a good crowd here for these games. There are some people from Anna Maria here as well.
They got a great DJ, whoever's running it.
All right. Good DJ last night
big
at
face
Albert.
off And
the Alvin girls basketball.
we got an injury on the ice for Rivier.
And there's no whistle yet. Now there is. Now there's the whistle.
Paxson.
Yep. A little shaken up.
All right.
Guess somebody let it know.
We have some.
Can't take that much time.
We have a family member barking instructions to that ref.
Yeah, but the thing is, don't complain because the seconds tick down, and that you got to lead. You got to let the clock tick a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you what, she doesn't need a microphone. She has a serious set of pipes.
She sure does. I'm sure our mics caught that.
Did you see her look back at the crowd and go, "Yeah, I'm standing by what I just said."
That's
all
great.
right. That's an important draw win there for Riv, but it does stay inside the blue line. Taking a big swat at it right there was Henry. She's had some big time windups.
This
today,
is 5-on-5. Anna Maria, though, will probably look to pull the goalie soon. 3:17 to go.
She's already looking over at the bench.
Yeah, I would pull her pretty soon if you can. I'd pull her now.
Well, that one stays in. Great keep in there.
I'd pull her now. I mean, Riv's back on her heels. I mean, this is... You get an extra skater out there, Riv would be in trouble.
Yeah. All right, McDonald shovels it up the dasher.
Well,
stays in the blue line. Feeding it to the slot. Nothing doing. Plenty of Riv home. And they're able to get some blades on it and get it out to the corner once again. Every time they go to the corner.
Not there.
Yeah, and there it goes.
The puck is loose.
McDonald is on
kept
fire.
circling the puck, Rich, into the offense.
Don't clear through the middle, folks.
No, clear it off the boards and out. And they don't do that. There's a stoppage, 2:45 left, a face-off. Why is Anna Maria not pulling their goaltender down 2 goals?
Because they are ferociously circling this
Yeah,
crease right now.
But
McDonald,
imagine what they would do with the extra attacker.
McDonald has been motivated. She's off the ice right now.
Well, here's why.
We got a breakaway and a great save there.
Two
Lucic.
saves.
Good job. Here comes Schultz, and she zings it in to the breadbasket, and just doing a great job.
The Raiders had 2 opportunities.
Ooh. Boy, Dayhill.
That was Margaret Smith, I believe, 27, who had the shots.
Well,
Or
Schultz had that last
17.
one.
I think it was 27.
Okay, 2:25. Here we go. 4-2 Riv. Anna Maria has woken up completely and off to the races.
2-on-1.
A very speedy Blaney. She gets it across the goal mouth. No! And I can't tell whether it was a save or a block shot.
It was wide.
Yeah, okay. There we go. But having a seat right there was Sims. And
Still,
she's probably
no
counting her
goalie.
lucky stars right now.
2 minutes to go. You've got to pull the goaltender.
Yeah, McDonald.
I don't know why that's not happening.
McDonald, she's back on the ice and not even looking for the bench right now. McDonald is leaving it all out on the ice for the Amcats, and she's going to be feeling it later. But nice job retreat skating there by Driscoll, and she just zips it up the dasher board and into the zone.
You know, again, Rich, if you're down 1, I can see.
Yeah.
But you're down 2. You know?
Well, I think they're going to pull right here if they get possession.
Well, they got to get possession and get it out of there.
Yeah,
and now she's looking. She's looking.
And great keep in there by Driscoll. Do not.
But anytime the Raiders have the puck, they can't do it. Now, and here she goes.
And to the.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Goalie
We're
tender
6
is
on 5,
pulled.
folks. 6 on 5. You can't take it home, so get busy. And good job by Riv getting it down the ice and showing her to the ice.
No
right
penalty.
There was no penalty.
No penalty called
Highness.
and a stoppage in play. What do we got? Oh, the gate was open over on the far side. Once the goalie left, they
And
didn't.
Delordo's a little banged up right there.
I don't think that's why they called it. I don't know what the whistle
I'm trying
was
to figure that
for.
out too.
Face-off is going to be at the
Just
blue
outside
line.
the blue
Just
line.
outside the blue line. Yep. 1:03 to go. It's 6 on 5. Nobody in the net.
She
4-2
couldn't
Riv.
tag up. That's what it was.
And
Empty goal mouth staring. Good job there. Getting back was Henry. And they're all fighting for it. Who comes up with it? And it's off of Henry's skate. And that one will go to Hurley as she zips it off the boot and the blade. And that finds its way into the back of the net. And it's 5-2 with 5-2 on the clock. 52 seconds remaining.
So
and I think you can start the bus, right, Tom?
Yeah, no drama. I want a drama.
Well, we could just hang around and
we could
do some dramatic offerings. You know, we could get our friend who was barking at the ref, get her up here.
The only thing is when Dylan Smith gets his honorary degree this spring, I really don't want to have to go to the graduation. I mean, I really
I'll
don't,
go for you, buddy.
Sorry, Dylan. I don't have the time, Dylan.
Beverages on me, Dylan. There we go. All right, Riv wins the draw, up 5-2 now. After a good effort to get back into the game by the MCats, fell short.
And of course, now it's back to 5-on-5. So.
And I would say that the bus is officially been started. There we go. The Riv crowd getting into it when they announced that goal. And back to the corner. We're under 30, folks, so it's all over. Wow, we get some physical play. It's getting a little chippy as we get near the end. And this is a big win for Riv after a big win last night, Tom. Big win. That'll put you in contention to get to the semifinal weekend.
It definitely will.
And they got 2 games staring them with MCLA. Unable to get that one on net are the MCats, and that'll wind us out. Pretty good game for us to call, Tom.
Not a bad game to call, Rich McDonough. Enjoy it. That's it, everybody. The final score is Rivier University 5, Anna Maria 2. I'm Tom King. Thank you, Rich McDonough. Dylan Smith on camera. For Pete Johnson, our executive producer. Goodbye, everybody, from Conway Arena. The final score, Rivier 5, Anna Maria 2. Take care.